Well, now that I deleted everything that I've ever created on my fucking laptop, I guess we could get into the show. Welcome back to Real Talk and Healthy Food. It's your girl. Come on in the room. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, so let's get into the shit, shall we? You guys, just my luck is just so bad. Like I don't know what the fuck. I deleted every fucking thing that I ever fucking made. And it's just like, I am so fucking pissed right now. Whatever. I guess I have plenty of space. My shit shouldn't stop anymore in the middle of me recording. So let's get into the point of the video, okay? So I've been missing in action because I've been unwell. And what I wanted to share with you was pretty much the details. This is the second time me recording, so this should be a breeze this time. Um, so anyway, um, I initially, I was gone for a minute. I had some family things going on, so you know how that could just completely drain you dry. And I just needed a break from everything, especially with the state that the world is in, and with everything that's just going on in the world. Sometimes I just have to detach, and just be like a regular human being. Okay. So I detached, and like right now, this is happening right now. Like my eye wants to fuck with me right now. Like I'm telling you, my string of fucking luck. Like I'm about to be like, y'all, stop fucking praying for me. Because whatever it is and whoever you pray to is not working out for me. I'm straight. I'm straight. Don't pray for me. Like for real. 'Cause it's not working out all that hot. So keep your prayers to your motherfucking self. So anyway, and that's really I do feel that way. So you know, so family stuff, and then I became really sick. It started on Thursday. I got really ill. My body just started hurting. I had flu-like symptoms. I really couldn't move that much. And I thought it was because of the rain, because I have joint issues. Anyway, just naturally, I just have joint issues. What I've had for a very long time now. So, and that's why I eat the way that I eat, to kind of battle anything that may cause inflammation. So that's why I eat the way that I eat. Anyways, so I went to. I didn't go anywhere. What the fuck am I talking about? So Thursday that happened. Boom. Friday. Um. Friday, I was really feeling bad. Like it just got worse, and I was just like, okay, this ain't because of the rain, bitch. This is some for real shit going on. So, like, I was feeling like very, very weak. Like weak. I had zero energy. It didn't matter what vitamins or what I took, what supplement I took. I was just weak sauce. So I started to lose my appetite. You know what I'm saying? And I still look a little sick in the face, but whatever. So, oh, by the way, I might be making weird ass faces and all kind of shit, but just ignore me. I'm just kind of dealing with, I'm still kind of, not all the way together, not at 100%. So anyway, third Friday is, I'm fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Saturday, I'm just like, you know what? Friday, I was just like, I'm gonna orange juice it up. And I was planning on going on a cleansing trip for my birthday so I could look smooth in my pictures and whatnot. Because my plan is to go to California, but if the laws change, at that point, then I probably won't go to California, due to the coronavirus and everything. So I'm not gonna, end up getting stuck and lose my job over that. I'll just throw a little party at the crib with my roommates and call it a day. So Saturday, so I was just like, you know what, we're gonna spend the whole weekend just getting better because I thought I was coming down with like a cold, but I didn't have the symptoms of the cold. So I'm just thinking of everything, just trying to run it down, run it all down, run it all down, right? And I couldn't figure out shit. Like I couldn't figure it out, but I was just getting worse. Like I'm talking about like the sweat that I was experiencing. Like I soaked up my bed. Like that's how sweaty I was. Like I got dumb pillows on my bed. Like I soaked through them. Like I had to put my pillows in the dryer, or not in the dryer, in the wash. Like that's how gross it was, you know. And then I would, you know, hot to cold, cold to hot. But see, the thing was, what was fucking me up was I didn't have no congestion, that I wasn't that kind of sick. I was a different kind of sick, and I couldn't pinpoint where this was coming from. So I'm just, you know, black seeing it up, vitamin C'ing it up, and just revving up my immune system. And I had already made soup and stuff like that, but I was too weak to record and have the energy that I needed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm treating it as though it's like a flu or a cold, but I didn't feel like I had a flu or a cold. So Sunday, you know, whatever, you know, I was just like, you know, tired as fuck all the time, just tired as fuck, like, and so I'm just sleeping. That's just all what I did. I just slept. I really wasn't eating. Well, I would force myself to eat soup so I could have some healing. And the soup that I made, it did clear up some congestion, but it was nothing that came up. So I was like, okay, bitch, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Monday, I went to work. I was so miserable. Like, it was so bad. I mean, so bad. Like, I mean, I hope I don't get in trouble or nothing, but like, I don't give a fuck. That means you're a heartless hose beast. But I mean, like, in between my calls, I literally had to lay down. Like, my performance was so shitty. And I was trying to be strong and everything, and because of the last time I had to get surgery from an abscess in my teeth. I had an abscess, but that was easy to figure out, that was easy to pinpoint. And Monday, I worked the whole day, and I mean, I don't know if they was paying attention or if they gave a fuck, because you could never tell with my supervisors. But you know, I was late. I was sick as fuck. Okay, like I was laying down on the floor in between calls. Like that's how sick I was. Like that's how sick I was. Like I would put them on hold just to lay down because I would be so fucking dizzy. Like I would just be so dizzy. I couldn't see the screens, you know. Um like I was so fucking sick on Monday. Like I don't even know why I went to work, but I don't have a lot of sick time. I was trying to save my PTO for my birthday and shit. I mean, like, fuck, I want my birthday time, you know? And so I'm trying to go to my hometown. I'm trying to go to Cali, you know? And so, I was just like, I'm thug it out in the spirit of my dad, which is a bad idea. And just, I just cannot tell you how horrible Monday was. And, anyway, during lunch, like I slept on all my breaks. And before I went to sleep on my lunch break, I told my sister, like, I think something's really wrong with me. Like, I really need help. So I was like, I need you to take me to a hospital, like in the suburbs or something, you know, to kind of limit my chances of getting killed by fucking doctors who don't really give a fuck about you, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're a black woman. So those are just the facts of life. So are the facts of my life. I don't know what you other bitches have experienced, but my experience with doctors haven't been all that great. So, and that's just me. You know, they come in for 10 seconds. They barely pay attention to what the fuck you're saying and then say you got this or that. So, whatever. So, all day, and I just want to run you through the thoughts of a person like myself, and I know I'm not the only person, and I shouldn't be the only person who thinks this way, because you cannot blindly put your life in these doctors' hands, because they're not really trained to cure you. They're trained to treat symptoms. So you have to really have some forethought and insight on yourself and what you're truly feeling, so you could be diagnosed appropriately, and then you could cure yourself when you're home. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the burbs, right? Because so we got this bullshit going on in the world that they're imposing on all of our lives. And I have the right to think and believe whatever the fuck I want to think and believe. Just like you. If you want to believe the same news that wants to kill you and your kids with no regard to how it affects you or your family, and you just think that everybody on TV actually gives a fuck about you, that's on you. That's you. I mean, by all means, if you think those people give a fuck about you, have at it. You feel me? I, on the other hand, I have a lot of other concerns. I read a lot. I study a lot. I'm a person who watches a lot of documentaries, and I'm just not. I've been lied to a lot. I've been misdiagnosed a lot. So it's not easy for me to just believe what I'm told. So I'm trying to formulate, mind you, I'm sick as fuck. I should be thinking about healing, but you gotta know how to move. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going to this doctor. The first thing they're going to think, because of my symptoms, they're going to think I got the shit. I don't know how they're going to act. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to behave. So I snuck some weapons in with me in case I had to fuck a bitch up and run. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't know what state of panic or where we are. You know what I'm saying? As a country, I don't know where we are. So I don't know if it's at the point where they're mandating and physically forcing people to do anything or what. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I felt. And so my alert was on very high, and then just being in the hospital in itself for me is very hard for me, to put my life in someone else's hands. So anyway, that's my mindset. Like, okay, so should I tell them this? Should I tell them that? Should I tell them this? Whatever. And when your family members aren't really up to par with the shit like you are, it makes it even that much more difficult. And I think I'm going to have to, ooh, speaking of which, let me go ahead and do that now. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb, because um, I just really don't want to be bothered by anybody. Um, because we don't think the same. And I don't want to be bothered by nobody's bullshit, because honestly, to keep it even more real, I'm the person in the family with my siblings and shit like that, and my other family, where they call me because, about tell me what's up and things like that. But what I've learned is, when you're that person, nobody really I can't say they don't give a fuck, but I mean, it just looks to me, I'm verbalizing it wrong, okay? But just to keep it short and finish my story, nobody gave a fuck that I was sick. Nobody gave a fuck that the only person who gave a fuck was my mama. And I had to damn near cuss her out. I did cuss her out. And I apologized later. I had to cuss her the fuck out to get her sheep mind to understand that these motherfuckers really don't give a fuck about me. And I need you to understand that I know what the fuck I'm feeling. And nobody's gonna force me to do a goddamn thing without a motherfucking fight. Sick or not. You see what I'm saying? And I had to say it to my mom like that. Like, I don't give a fuck what you're saying, mom. Like, verbatim. Like, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. I don't believe that motherfucking shit is real. And I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. And y'all can all kiss my motherfucking ass. And I really had to break it down like that for her to fucking get it. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes, I don't know about anybody else, or if anybody else is going through what I'm going through. Like, I don't got nobody. It's just me, me, the universe, the ancestors, and a few of my select elders that I fucks with from time to time, like my auntie team. But the people that kind of depend on me, like, niggas don't, like, even for myself, when my aunties be talking about they feel well, and I don't feel well, I'm a little bit more empathetic in that area. So, I can't say that I'm like them, but I'm kind of like them, not truly understanding the depths of what it is that my aunt may be going through. So, going through this is making me be a little bit more makes me feel like I'm going to be a little bit more empathetic in the future. But they really didn't give a fuck that I was sick. Like, my family didn't give a fuck. My siblings, cousins, none of that. They just didn't give a fuck. They just kept talking about their lives like I'm not over here literally dying. Like, and I literally was, come to find out. But, everybody got their problems, right? So I'm just cutting everybody off, and that's that. So if they watch this video, you're finding out that I'm just cutting y'all off till I feel like being bothered again. So anyway, so boom, I go to the doctor. I tell them the symptoms. Of course, they're idiots. They gotta go by the bullshit. So my sister can't come back there with me. So now I'm on defense. So now, at first I was all nice and la la la, but so now I'm all gangster thug, and not, like, pissed off at everything and just not giving a fuck now. You know what I'm saying? So as now, oh, we'll take care of you. Fuck you, bitch. I just, white bitches at a hospital, I don't trust you bitches like that. Like, for real. Because I read some weirdo type shit. Like, I find out who people really are. That's what I do, right? So I know them types of bitches in them positions. They put on that happy face and then talk dirt bad about you behind your motherfucking back when you're at your weakest point. So I look at them bitches a certain kind of motherfucking way, and that's why I talk to them the way that I do. So, cause you're not gonna fucking play with me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, so I'm in there, and they trying to put on the shit. They always try to make you all fall back and relax, and I'm on 10-4, bitch. No, ain't no relaxing, ain't no none of that. Ain't no, you're not about to pump me up with a whole bunch of shit or none of that. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, you all right? I was like, no, I don't trust none of you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So they put a black nurse in there, and I could hear in her voice, like, I could hear that she truly, and I could feel it on my spirit, that she truly At first, she was just like, oh shit, here we go. Another one of those woke revolutionary ass bitches. And here it is in your face, bitch. Yep, you motherfucking right. And, but the more she started to see, because I was so weak and I couldn't be as aggressive as I am today, then that day, but I was trying to be strong, but I was so weak. And I'm talking, I was just so weak and in so much pain. And I knew that she knew. You know what I'm saying? I could tell. And so the first thing that they was talking about, of course, was the test, right? The test. And I told her, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. I'm not taking the fucking test. Sue me, bitch. You feel me? So then they wanted to do a meningitis. It's like, first of all, bitch, I don't know you motherfuckers. And y'all already trying to do some invasive ass shit on my body. And I'm not here for that. What about tuberculosis? What about bronchitis? What about pneumonia? What about the flu? What about, all the array of diseases that exist, right? Hold on, my battery. So I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Like, pick one, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just pick something and test for that. But you not testing for that, not around here, because I needed them to fucking do their investigative job to figure out what the fuck was wrong, because I knew with the symptoms that I had, it was just gonna label it COVID-19. And no, bitch, you're not doing that with me, bitch. You got me fucked up. Okay? So you're not about to be lazy and shit. You're about to do your goddamn fucking job. And so, because if none of this existed, and that's what I said, if none of this existed, you would be doing other shit. So I'm gonna need you to get on your motherfucking job. And then it kind of hit me. I was like, well, I did have this surgery in February. Do you think maybe, I was like, no, but none of my teeth hurt. You know what I'm saying? But my head, like it hurt, like right here. It hurted to touch. Right here. All this was sore to the touch. All of this. And so I was like, so one of the symptoms is being sore on the top of your head? So that doesn't make no fucking sense. I'm going to need you to do what the fuck it is that you need to do. And of course, I didn't have this much vigor. I didn't have this much energy at the time. Um, I was so weak. I was so weak. And that's why it pissed me off that my sister couldn't be there because, oh, okay, it's tight. It pissed me off that my sister couldn't be there because, I couldn't really fight for myself like I usually would. And usually I would be coming at them like how I am right now. But, that wasn't the case at the time. So I started crying because I was just so weak. You know what I'm saying? And I just started crying. And I was crying hard because I couldn't get what is it, the gumption? I didn't have the wherewithal to really fight for my life the way I needed to. But I did, though. I fought for my life. So I made those whores do their fucking job, okay? So they did a CAT scan on my head. They did a X-ray on my lungs. Scary. They found some shit on my lungs. And so they still kept saying they want to do this test and the COVID-19 test. And I'm like, no and no, keep going. And so, and then they trying to talk to me. And it's like, bitch, is that the only two tests that y'all motherfuckers got in the world? Bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, for real. Like, you got me fucked up. Like, you got me fucked up. So, and I was just like, they're not even trying. They're not even trying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could go on Google and look up my symptoms and find an array of things, right? But these motherfuckers ain't even doing that. So I'm just like, all right, bitches. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. We could be here all motherfucking night, bitch. I ain't getting the motherfucking test, bitch. And that's that. And period.com, .org, .net, .ed motherfucking yeah. Right? So after me denying it, deny, he reluctantly, with an attitude, because oh, bitch, this is the shit. And this is why I'm going to seek legal counsel. Girl, so he comes back, reluctantly tells me about the shit about my lungs, said that it possibly could be pneumonia, but I'm thinking to myself, like, he's like, but you don't got no cough and you don't got no breathing issues, right, dummy? So, like, the fuck? Is what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm just looking at him like, I'm doing this to him, right? And he's just like, well, I'm going to go ahead and treat you for pneumonia, get you on an antibiotic or whatever. But since we can't test for COVID-19, I can't do a full examination. Well, then you're just a dumbass then. That means you should not be no doctor. Because if those are the two only motherfucking things that you could think of, then that means you're not up to, in my eyes, that means you're not up to par. And so then the fuckhead, right? Thank you, God, that I have human beings for leaders at my job, because I never call in. I'm never the person to be like, oh, I can't come into work because I broke my toe, or, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that kind of bitch. I'm 10-4 every day. What's up? What's good? You know what I'm saying? I'm at work every day. Like, I might not have the best of attitude, but for a bitch that's at work every motherfucking day, ain't no bitch gonna have the best of attitudes every day, but my customers won't never know, right? So, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God I have a good job, man. I'm telling you, dog, and I never call in. Thank you, God, man. For real. Because they could be pieces of shit and be trying to make me show all this paperwork. And the fuck it, I didn't even know, because mind you, I'm weak sauce. Like, I am not worth shit. Right? And I'm trying to put on this facade like I'm okay, like I'm good, like I'm gonna be all right, like I'm gonna get through this, I can heal myself. All this, right? Bitch, I looked at the paperwork the next morning. Why did the motherfucking shit says she could go back to work the next day? This motherfucking seen what kind of condition that I was in. So that, with that alone, I'm suing that bitch. For that alone. For that alone, I'm suing him. And I got other reasons why. But, like, isn't that the most disrespectful thing you ever heard of in your motherfucking life? Mind you, them hoes only gave me 2 Tylenols and a pat on the back, and no time off from work from the doctor, because he was mad because I went through a COVID-19 test, but he reluctantly is treating me for pneumonia. This is what he says. He was like, well, since I can't do no full exam, and we did see, the radiologist did see some spots, but we really can't tell. What the fuck do you mean you can't tell? You know what I'm saying? So I'm running that stupid ass conversation through my mind the whole night, because I'm just one of those people. I'm just gonna keep rewinding, picking up shit, and I'm just like, yo, them is some sorry motherfuckers, and they're going to pay. Oh, they're going to pay for that. They're gonna pay for that. And I couldn't fucking believe it. And that's what made me get up and start in the middle of the night, start looking at my paperwork. And like, because I couldn't get comfortable in my own body anyway, because I'm sweating up the whole bed. I'm cold as fuck the next minute. I'm shivering the fuck to death. And it had me go like, what did he diagnose? The motherfucker said fever with illness. What the fuck is that? Meanwhile, you're giving me medicine for pneumonia, right? So, all right, you stupid ass, short ass bitch. Don't let me catch that nigga on the street, on dogs. Because I'm going to punch that little midget nigga in the face. For real. For real. Because meanwhile, I was dying. Meanwhile, I was literally, my body was poisoning itself. Right? So, Tuesday, that morning, that next morning, I go to work and I was just like, you know what? We got a 3-day weekend coming up. I'm gonna thug it out. I'm hard. Trying to gas myself. I got this, right? Sick as fuck, just fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, you only got this much sick time. You got this little much time of fucking PTO. So we gotta figure, okay, and then your birthday right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking this, that, whatever. I'm just like, okay, there's some bullshit. So whatever, bitch, right? I get on to work, bitch. I'm talking about I threw up in between calls. You know what I'm saying? And I'm rushing people off the phone so I could hit the toilet type shit. Like, the shit was so fucking bad. Like, I was like, literally, and I am not exaggerating, I got a table where my setup is. I was holding on to the fucking table while I was talking to this lady, trying not to slide out my chair. I am not exaggerating when I'm telling you. I was holding on to the table, both hands, like trying not to fucking pass out. And the bitch kept fucking asking the same question. I was just like, yes, bitch. Like, god damn, are you stupid or something? I was like, listen, I gotta put you on hold. Bloop. Put that bitch on hold. Went and threw up. Had diarrhea, sorry, but that's what it was. Because it's like, you're a dumbass at this point. And I waited till I was all done, bitch, which was a good hella long time. I can't remember how many minutes. But you got to be a stupid motherfucker to keep asking the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're getting the answer and getting the same answer, like, you're a stupid bitch. You're a stupid ass bitch. Like, for real. And that conversation still kind of pisses me off. It's like, how many goddamn times do you want to hear the same thing? Like, and I just wasn't in the best mood to be repeating myself. And usually I'm pretty chipper and cheerful. But there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers out here. Let me just say that. A lot of you motherfuckers who be calling call representatives, you need to stop and ask yourself some questions before you dial that 1-800 number, okay? Don't be a fucking idiot all goddamn day, okay? If you truly don't know how to do something or you truly don't understand, Google it first, okay? Google it first. But if a bitch is giving you the same answer over and over again, don't be like, are you sure? Bitch, are you sure? Like, some of you bitches, I just want to cuss the fuck out, for real. Because you act like how you gonna be a dumbass and then be smart at the same time? Like, that makes no fucking sense. How you gonna be a full-blown motherfucking idiot ass bitch? Right? How are you gonna be an idiot bitch who asks the same question 30 fucking times in a row? And then got the nerve to get smart with me when I'm giving you the same goddamn answer. Just because you mad ain't gonna change the results, bitch. Some of you bitches need to think before you call. That's why I don't tell nobody where I work. Because y'all, for the most part, are some idiots. And reading is mental. Okay? So, anyway, but if it wasn't for you idiot bitches, I wouldn't have a job. So I'm here to answer your dumbass questions and get verbally abused every day. So that's my job. So anyway, I just had a motherfucking flashback. But that little old bitch was getting on my nerves, and I kept that bitch on hold till I was done. But just because she was stupid. Just because she was stupid as fuck. That's what I did. And when I got back on, yeah, bitch, we're done. Have a good day. Bye. Click. Boom. Get out of here with your dumb ass. Okay. Like, sometimes I just want to reach the phone and just go. You know what I'm saying? So that's how sick I was, dealing with a retard simultaneously, right? Bitch, so I just was just like, listen, I can't fake it no more. I'm sick as fuck. I didn't tell them how long or whatever, how long I've been sick or whatever, because I don't know if they're for the dummy shit either. And they try to use, whatever it is, because at the end of the day, it's a corporation. You know what I'm saying? And at any point, they may decide to look at me like a number or not. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I mean, they say my contributions are up to par, but you never motherfucking know. You know what I'm saying? I'm black. I only been there 2 years. I'm black and I'm black. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't want to be looked at as weak sauce. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to I just, and then the whole COVID-19, it may be like, they don't think like how I think. They don't think like, they don't move the way I move. They watch the news and they believe everything in the news because they think those people actually give a fuck about them. And it's a corporation, so they have to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Safety precautions, the law, all that shit. So it is what it is. And I don't want them to mandate some shit on me that I'm not going to comply with at all. Ever. Not once. Not ever. Not ever. Not fucking ever. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I'm looking at it, because I knew how I felt inside. You know what I'm saying? And one thing's for certain and two things for sure. Nobody can tell you how you feel. Nobody, not no doctorate degree could ever make a person tell you how you feel. You feel me? So I tell my supervisors, like, I can't do it. Like, I'm sick as fuck. Boom, I log out. I didn't even give a fuck about nothing. I just passed out. Literally passed out. I told them that I was being treated for pneumonia, which was true. So I took that Wednesday, I took that Tuesday, I took that Wednesday. And because I don't want to be looked at like we saw, so I was like, I'm feeling a lot better than before, and I'm trying to save as much PTO that I got in case whatever. And we still got like 6 months in the year before I get any more. So it's like I got like 2 days left and I'm trying to stretch that out. And it's like, whatever. So you don't never think you're going to get like this sick, right? So boom, I come back Thursday. I was a little bit better, but I was still very much dizzy. My head was still very much pounding. I was still very like, weak. I was just weak, you know. But I was still eating my soup, but I couldn't eat. Like usually I body my plates. I don't fuck around. But I knew something was wrong because I wasn't eating anything. And not I couldn't even finish my smoothies or nothing. Like I just was not eating. And I'm still not eating. Like just the thought of food kind of makes me want to throw up. And so Thursday I was just like, I gotta do something. Like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, right? And I went to the thing and it was my head. And again, I had this feeling like it was a belt wrapped around and somebody was just pulling the fucking end. Like just like that's exactly how my head felt. Like it was squeezing, like it was just gonna explode at the top. And mind you, it hurt to go like this. It don't hurt to go like this no more. Because I've been on the antibiotics. So I was telling them like, you know, what was going on. And like my head, like it just won't stop. You know what I'm saying? And I had already went to the doctor because I had chills and fucking fever, and I was sweating up my bed, and all this ill shit like diarrhea and all the shit. And so they wanted to do the COVID test. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's something else going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something else going on. It's my head. It's my head. Like, it's my fucking head. And so I was like, mind you, I started looking shit up. And I started looking shit up, and it was sepsis. And it was the first thing when I looked up my symptoms, because something was like, look up if an abscess could can an abscess cause fever and chills. Now, I didn't have any mouth sores, tooth pain, nothing like that. Just sick. I was just sick. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, something could just say, like, let's just look it up, right? So I looked it up, and I looked up, can an abscess, girl, I got this thick ass vein in my legs because I've been losing a lot of weight since I haven't been eating, and that shit nasty. But anyway, um, so bacterial endocritis or something, and sepsis pulled up. Sepsis, whatever. Basically, bitch, I had a bacterial infection that was in my motherfucking bloodstream. And I had every single symptom under both of those diagnoses that I looked up myself on fucking Google, right? So there you go, doctor at that weak ass hospital. And look at what a Google search would help you find. So I was like, I'm going to the hospital, and I'm just going to tell these motherfuckers that's what I got. Because I was like, that's what I got, you know? Went in there, waited dumb hours, by the way, because I'm in the hood now. So I'm like, I'm going to just go to the hood. I'm going to go to the one that I went to that I had the surgery for, right? Um, so I'm going to just go there. So I went there. Get in there with the lady. They trying to fast talk me and shit. I'm like, listen, bitch, like, you're not going to keep. But she was a rude little bitch. And, but they got the job to get the job done. You know, I'm going to say this real quick. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm going to say what I'm about to do. What is about, what is going to change in my life. I'm not going to those hospitals anymore unless it's dire straits like this. Um, like just super, like I cannot avoid it ever. But I am gonna ensure, and I think this is what I'm gonna give myself for my birthday, but either that or but it all has to do with like healthy shit. I'm gonna find a holistic doctor, a holistic center or something like that I could go to when I'm not well. And I think I need to move to a different city that has more of those options available, where they actually do treatments and, where you could come in, like if you got, like, say I had the flu, just out the blue, just say I had the flu for some reason, right? I could go in there and they could treat me for the flu, and not just because the wellness centers that they have here in Kentucky, they're for weight loss and shit like that. But what I find in different cities and different states is they have different holistic wellness, real licensed doctors that treat other things in a holistic manner. And from this day forward, I cannot rely on um I cannot rely on um our death centers and I can't rely on that no more because they literally didn't give a fuck about me. And that's just really how I felt. I was another number. It was like, it felt like fast food. It felt like fast food for a hospital. You know, get you in, get you patched up and out, you know? And I don't even know if I'm all the way up to par like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not all the way, but I'm way better than what I was. So they did a CAT scan on my face. They seen where I had the surgery. There was another issue there, but if the pain wasn't there, the pain was at the top of my head. That was basically it. What they figured out. They put me on the antibiotics for a few hours, about 4 hours to be exact. I got 2 packs. They put me on them for 4 hours, hooked me up with some pain medicine, which caused a panic attack because it just made my skin crawl. And I mean, for real, like I hopped up out that bed, like, yo, like I was like, yo, that shit was so. And that's another thing, like, cocktails, chemical cocktails, like, you know, like it worked or whatever, but mm-mm. But so I got to follow up with the same guy who did the surgery last time, which I'm cool with that. And I'm even going to schedule the surgery with him since the last one was successful. So I'm going to do that. And you know, I'm probably going to have a major surgery coming up here soon, and a oral surgery. It's an oral surgery. So, and I'm going to have a lot of teeth removed in the back and replaced. So this is going, your girl's going to have to come off a whole lot of dollars, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's what ended up happening. I ended up having sepsis, or however you say it, sepsis from an abscess from the surgery that I had in February. So that's what it is. And but that's okay because them other motherfuckers is gonna pay for my new teeth for misdiagnosing me and being so thirsty. Well, he didn't diagnose shit. So for the negligence, I should say. So he's gonna pay for my new shit. 100% gonna pay for my shit. Like, I'm gonna pay for the surgeries and everything that I gotta do. You know, I'm fully insured and I ain't got to worry about that kind of shit. I'm good to go there. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna pay for my new shit for real. And for being a fuckhead, you know. So it is what it is. And they try to offer it, like offer the meningitis testing, and I guess it was because they was just trying to like have his back or whatever. We just want to offer it too, but I'm like, well, since we already know what it is, why does that make sense to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. You're already, you see how these motherfuckers try to be slick. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? They found the issue, they treated the issue, but then they come back after I'm like kind of on deck and ask me about some other bullshit that this motherfucker recommended that doesn't make any sense. And it's just like, why would you do that? You know? And it's shared, what that bitch call it? Shared treatment or some shit like that. Like, get the fuck out of here trying to be diplomatic and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna stop no lawsuit. It ain't gonna stop nothing. So I'm still gonna very much seek legal counsel and sue the motherfuckers. And for the distress, the the stress, the you know, giving me just 2 aspirins and sending me on my way because I didn't want to do the COVID COVID-19 test because I refused the meningitis test. I know what the fuck meningitis is. I know what meningitis is. I didn't have no fucking meningitis. My neck was loose than a motherfucker. You seen it rolling in there while I was talking my shit. So I don't got no motherfucking meningitis. You know what I'm saying? Next, regular throat on deck. Like, what are you talking about? So motherfucking, you just wanted to do experiments on my ass is what you wanted to do. And then what? You did those tests, them shits come back negative. And then for sure what would have happened? This is what this is why I'm extra suing, is because what would have happened is, I don't know if I need to clip this out or whatever, but I'm just letting y'all know the biz. You know, what extra would have happened is if with my symptoms, they just would have said it was COVID-19 and would have treated me for some bullshit. And then meanwhile, my body still would have been poisoning itself. My body, and it would have been in all the hospital systems that I got. He labeled me with that bullshit. And meanwhile, I'm still sick as fuck. But then, so yeah, so Thursday that happened. Friday, I was feeling so much better. I went and got my nails done because my old shop was back open again. And I went and got my nails together and and whatnot. Um, And then I took too much antibiotics, so I'm still recovering from that because I had those 2 packs. And then they said keep taking the one medicine. They put me on another one to continue. And I kept taking the other one as I was supposed to, and I ended up hella sick Friday night. Friday night, I was just real sick. My stomach was all fucked around. Everything was just fucked up. It was just all bad. Up until all the way through the last night, it was bad. But I think I'm good, like, because I'm feeling hungry, but I just don't want to eat nothing. And I'm more thirsty than anything. So, yeah, hold on. Yeah, my mama's like, well, just eat a piece of toast or something. And I'm just like, yeah, no. So, until my stomach stops doing what it's doing, I'm not eating a motherfucking thing. Like, I don't care. So, today's Sunday. I'm up to par enough to work. But if I was in the office, I wouldn't be going to work. But we working from home, so I work tomorrow. I'll be in there tomorrow, faking and funking on the phone with these motherfuckers. And I think, you know, I'm not as tired as I was, but it's just mostly my stomach. They gave me really bad instructions on when I left. So she was just like, keep taking it. And then when I did, I got really sick. So I should have waited because they did put 2 packs in me. So whatever. So that is why I've been missing in action. This is why I've been gone. And I might be gone for a little bit longer until I'm like 100%. Um, and I feel like I kind of need to like lay down now. Um, because I'm getting a little dizzy. But yeah, so, and I need to get something cold to drink because this is not hitting and it's gone. So anyway, y'all, I gotta end this now because I don't feel so hot. But yeah, so that's why I've been gone. My family stuff, my health, and I just gotta get myself back together. I bought some soursop tea. So I might drink some of that. I don't know. I don't know if that's for this. No, because that's gonna get. Well, that won't hurt. Nothing, but I'm gonna figure out something. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna see you sooner than later. I'll definitely be dropping like 20 videos back to back. 20 videos back to back. Once I'm all the way back, you know what I'm saying? Once I'm back, I'll be covering all the shit because your girl has been keeping up for real. But I'm getting real dizzy. So yeah, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease and all that jazz. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Keep me in your heart. Hit me up on the gram. I'm always posting at Real Talking Healthy Food. Don't share this one. Don't share. Don't share if you care. Especially if you're one of my care bears. I'm getting nauseous. It's time for me to go. Peace.